There are a couple of more interesting stocks on the momentum radar that our momentum stock strategist Dave Bartosiak wants you to know about. So we invited him in to sit down and talk about them, tell us some more about them. One is Methode Electronics. They make sensors and controls. What's that?
Yeah, you can kind of think of these guys as the company that makes the little bits that go into the little bits. Okay. So
well, that clears it up right there.
Yeah, itty bitty stuff going into itty bittier stuff. No, but so if you think of like networking equipment and a lot of consumer electronics that you see here, there's all sorts of little sensors and things that go in there. Not like the microchips, you know, the semiconductor kind of stocks, nothing like that. Not the super high end kind of things, but well, I guess kind of lower tech sort of just, you know, components and things like that. And I almost feel bad saying lower tech because it's still, you know, I wouldn't be able to figure the thing out. But still, it's more of kind of the, you know, the electronics, the guts of it versus, you know, versus any kind of data processing sort of thing. So. All
right. Well, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah. And this, of course, is a Zacks ranked #1 strong buy, which we like to see because those outperform the market, you know, on average, pretty good. And their last surprise was about 37.5% earnings surprise that they just had. So they were supposed to come in at 40 cents a share, and they ended up coming in at 55 cents per share. So the market definitely liked that, and that's a big reason for this chart looking like it does right now. So it's been kind of a, you know, it'll chop upward and then kind of pull back, and then chop upward and kind of pull back, and it was doing that for a lot of 2013 and the beginning part of 2014. But recently, as the analysts have gotten more bullish on it, which helped push it up to the Zacks rank #1 strong buy, now we've seen sort of a change in the pattern where now that they're starting, when they have their little rallies and they pull back, they're not pulling back as much. So they're making higher lows all along the way, coupled with higher highs, which is a very good thing. And yesterday they had a huge day to the upside, and I think that's helping, you know, break them out of the range that they were in. So I think they could be making an assault on new 52-week highs and going even higher here.
Yesterday, October the 28th, just in case people need to follow on the calendar.
Yep.
All right, talk to me about Greenbrier, transportation company specifically for railroad, right?
Right. So I don't know, you may have seen like the GBX logo on the side of rail cars or things like that when you're sitting there, you know, frustrated that freight train is cutting you off while you're in your car. So these guys are really kind of that backbone structure of America, you know, something that, you know, Warren Buffett would like kind of deal. So it's a play on, you know, goods and services being shipped around at an increasing rate, you know, which basically equals an economy that's continuing to recover and starting to hum along pretty well here. So that's a really good way to play that is a name like this, and you don't have to worry about, you know, tomorrow all of a sudden all this is going to stop, right? This is something that kind of slowly ramps up and over time gets better. So it's a little bit more predictable, a little more blue chippy, I guess you could say, than some other things. But they've had 4 recent upward revisions to their earnings. So the analysts are getting really bullish on it, and I think that's part of the reason for, you know, the bullishness that we're seeing in the stock. So the chart's a little different from the Methode Electronics chart that we saw. This one's got a nice, you know, starting in the bottom left, moving up all the way towards the top right, but then there was a little bit of a turmoil there in the middle where this thing kind of got beat up, going from 78 all the way down to 44 in a very short period of time. Which really just screams opportunity now. With you know, the recent move here and the recent revisions, now it's all the way up above $64 a share. So it's starting to kind of put that 52-week high back in its targets, gaining a little bit more momentum. So hopefully you can follow through and you make some money on it.
Okay, own either one?
Neither one.
All right, check out other stocks, stock picking strategies, stock commentary on our website, zacks.com. If you're not there, get on over. You can link to all of it right off the homepage. With Dave, I'm Terry Ruffalo.